Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. We have made it, guys. We have made it to the season 3 premiere of Superman and Lois. It feels like it's been a long time since the ending of season 2. I can't even talk. It's been a crazy day today, and patiently waiting for this episode and of course the show to start. And it's been interesting because the marketing has been showing some certain things in terms of I think a fake death or whatever, or something storyline wise involving Lois and everything. Of course, we have a new Jonathan in the mix, a new actor and all that, but we really don't know in terms of the story. We know they have Lex Luthor coming into the show. Other than that, I mean, we really don't know too much because the marketing has been kind of like hush in terms of like, let's not tell them anything. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. The first 2 seasons of the show have been very surprising in its reveals and throwing twists and turns at us. So I'm expecting that again in season 3. We'll see what happens in regards to this being on another Earth, because they did confirm at the end of season 2, the finale, they confirmed this is not on Earth Prime. This is not connected to Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, all that stuff. This is a separate thing. So a lot of people were really criticizing that, and I was as well, just how they handled the whole thing because they kept playing coy about it. But anyways, I love the show regardless, even though I have that major issue with them, leading us along thinking it's a part of Earth Prime, and this is the same Superman and Lois from all the crossovers and stuff, but regardless. So let's dive into now. Let's see what they do, guys, because apparently this is a pretty big setup episode, obviously, with a premiere. So here we go, guys. Superman and Lois, Season 3. Let's go.
Because we all felt that fear. Something amazing happened.
Shut the minds down for good.
Good.
But what's become clear in the last 27 days?
John Henry said to leave it alone.
I know he did, but this is Bruno Mannheim, leader of Intergang.
Allegedly.
Right into it, okay.
I'm just saying.
Lionel Jordan. Yeah. Oh, he'll get you. He'll catch it. Damn.
I'll tell you, your flying ability has really improved. But
it's great.
You got a ways to go if this old man can beat you. Yeah, we might be able to do something.
Atomic Skull?
Now, while I'm at work.
That's pretty crazy. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yes, ma'am.
Your father's a terrible driver. Let's go.
Now that you're working for me, you can come into the DOD. Save us this trip back and forth. I like it here.
I have just been so slammed,
Awkward.
Kyle. I mean, Dean left such a huge mess.
If there's no issues with the divorce papers, then just sign them. It takes you like 2 seconds, right? I don't know.
Jordan?
Oh, shit. We saw this in the trailers. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that didn't work out, did it? No. He's not prepared. He wasn't prepared. Okay. Good catch. That shot. Damn. Yeah, you messed up.
I told you to fly straight home. I got turned
And he
around.
didn't listen.
We were in Malaysia.
Yes, I know.
Is that black mold?
Construction crew found it when they opened up the wall yesterday.
We may have a mold problem.
No, I think you do have a mold problem.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Not may have. You definitely do.
John Henry was mixed up with a lot of bad people. He was a decorated Army veteran. Everyone in my family is military. Weapons to the wrong sort of people. Like Lex Luthor and Bruno Mannheim. I'll need to run a urine sample, but have you been sexually active recently?
With Superman?
Your dad's cool with you going like full superhero?
I mean, we're still
You're still so nice to me, even after everything that's happened.
I care about you, Sarah.
And she leaves the elephant. Yep, she left it. Ooh, uncomfortable.
Something I wanted to discuss with you. Have you ever heard of the DOD Academy?
The one in
This is why you really wanted to get her alone.
I went to stop a crane from collapsing in Kuala Lumpur, and guess who was already there? I'll tell you who. Jordan. You okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Just tell him.
I might be pregnant.
Baby.
How are you feeling?
I mean,
Surprised,
overwhelmed?
really?
Maybe? Where are the boys to celebrate this news?
He just wanted me to go to a stupid school and work at the DOD someday.
He said that.
He's been Superman a long time.
Yeah. And you're just learning over time, so.
I'm no mom, but if you want to practice some of the things she thinks you need to work on,
Oh boy.
game.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Dean's books make no sense. So now
What was he doing with the
I have
money?
to figure out which pot to...
Yes, baby.
Oh my god.
So you would want another one? Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
interesting.
And remember for the three-point
my God.
turn, first you steer left.
I got this, Mom. Coach Gaines? You work at the DMV?
Holy shit.
Imagine that.
Should I start driving?
You gonna crash this car like you did my football program?
Oh, fuck, dude.
So?
Coach Gaines deducted points right off the bat for attitude.
Attitude. Well, maybe next time.
But I still passed.
He tricked him.
It was incredible, Clark. He was so happy. He hasn't hugged me like that in years. I feel
Aww.
like I got my little boy back.
Oh, look, Sarah's here.
He's gone.
I had a nice time with you.
You had no business talking to her about some.
Yeah.
And a heart.
She was excited to spend time together.
Same here.
Then what were you doing?
Yeah, he screwed it up.
She's a 15-year-old girl whose world was destroyed. I know you're not her granddad. You don't have
Yeah.
to be.
Damn.
But don't get her hopes up that you want to be part of her life.
I got you something for your big 1-6. It's an alarm clock. You know, for like waking up in the morning. Go party like it's 1999.
You can put any rub on this kid? Well, see, now the fact that you're even asking that question right there.
Biggest event on my social calendar is a party for teenage boys. This is what rock bottom looks like.
I appreciate the company.
Oh. Wait a minute. No. Here's the thing. Everything's all great and hunky-dory right now until shit goes down. Oh, who's that? Which one? That's probably Jonathan. I don't know. Just taking a guess. Goal. What the fuck's going on? What? Oh shit, that shot. Gotta love this show. Damn. How does he have powers exactly? What in the fuck, dude? They're destroying everything.
Who gave you powers?
Yeah.
They're coming for me.
You ignoring me?
No.
Well, I mean, you kind of friend zone him a little bit after, you know.
I don't want this to be awkward.
I mean,
Well,
it is awkward.
it is.
I want to be with you, but you don't want to be with me. That's...
I need some time for myself. And
That's
all that
fine.
I'm asking is that you respect that.
Maybe the best course of action is to just stay apart for a while. Stop running into each other.
Are you gonna like fly off?
Can't, not in front of all those people. Jesus Christ.
There aren't any bullets.
I'm so confused. What? Is this really happening? I don't think so. Oh, shit. Wait, what?
You need to put those funds back where you found them. A little fungus isn't going to do any harm.
Okay.
He's full of
We're
shit.
done here.
Yeah, we're done. Go
This
away.
is serious. You can't be messing around in things you don't understand.
You need to know about me. The me of this earth is I'm terrible with people. I always say the wrong thing.
Just wear them once for your granddad, and then you can take them back.
I think I want another one too.
You gonna tell
Wait,
her
after
about
I'm
the
screeching
villain you
about
just
how
fought?
painful it was?
Or saw?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh, I know who is. Yeah, I know. Yep. Holy shit.
It's gonna have to be a one and done.
Sure.
Pretty much figured that was the case.
Hey,
Hey.
I didn't see you at the
Mm.
party. I signed the divorce papers.
Awkward as fuck. Close the door.
Didn't want your lawyers. Henry Miller had a brain tumor. That's why he was out of prison. It seems we can rule out pregnancy. Are
Ooh.
you sure?
I'd like to run some more tests and figure out what's causing all of this.
It's been too long.
Then increase the dosage.
Yes, Mr. Mannheim. Right away.
Oh shit. He's behind all this. Yep.
We're getting closer.
Closer to what? And there you have it, guys. That was the season 3 premiere of Superman and Lois. My god, so many things happened, so many things we have to talk about, and I'm probably going to forget something. I probably will, because there's so many things to cover. So Number one, onomatopoeia. I believe those onomatopoeia that we just saw, that Superman saw for a brief second, and then messed with his mind because he was hearing all these supposed attacks and people screaming and crying for help, and then it all went silent. And then I forget the character, the villain that he fought, which I will get to that fight sequence in a second. But the villain that he was fighting was gone, right? Shot by bullets, but there was no bullets. I have no idea, but it was all an illusion, right? And then we saw at the end he's being brought back, and they said his name, but he was a character reference, and apparently Lois has like dug into this character before in terms of trying to find information on him and brought the name isn't sticking, but of course I recognize the actor, Chadwick Coleman, I think, or Chadwick Coleman, something like that. But of course he's on The Walking Dead. He was on Arrow for a little bit. Obviously this is not Earth Prime, so he's playing a different character. We saw him for a brief moment, and I'm like, because before we see him, I'm like, is that Lex? Like, because I heard a voice, because it just didn't click that was his voice. I'm like, oh shit, like, oh okay, it's not Lex, but we know Lex is coming. I was like, is Lex behind all this? It would have made sense Lex behind all this, but still, okay. So after all that craziness, the action sequence that I mentioned, holy crap! I tweeted saying this action scene, that fight sequence was fucking phenomenal. It was so good. And I'm like, I wish the other Arrowverse shows, and some of them had great action sequence. Of course, Arrow did. But I wish they all had that same intensity. Because every time, mostly when Superman and Lois, when they have an action sequence, it is fucking great. Like that slow-mo walk out of the fire and everything, and they're slamming through buildings and all this it's so good. So good. It was so well done. And the CGI in this episode was phenomenal as well. And seeing a lot of Jordan like training, and then of course screwing up with the crane sequence, and he was there trying to help, and he was told to go home, and he disobeyed and caused a lot of problems. And that was a cool sequence in the rain. They do a pretty good job with the night sequences in the rain, or just a night sequence in general. They do a pretty good job with the cinematography there and making it look as good as it does, right? And like the same thing with the action sequence in the daytime in Metropolis. I think it was Metropolis he went to somewhere. Anyways, he went somewhere, and that whole sequence was great as well. So, speaking of Jordan and Jonathan, they spent a lot of time in this episode highlighting them in different aspects, with Jordan being awkward with Sarah, learning about his powers, disobeying dad, and all this kind of stuff, and getting friend zoned, even though he already dated Sarah at a point, but still, and it was just awkward. It's awkward, and they even brought the fact it was awkward at the end, and it's like, okay, Sarah, if you want to take a break, which she kept saying, I need some time for myself, then you need to stop going around him. You two need to be apart. I know they go to the same school, but they need to space away. Stop trying to be friendly, because if you're trying to seriously take some time, Sarah, leave Jordan alone, and Jordan needs to learn to leave you alone. Like, just step away, okay? This whole, like, well, I want to be with you, Jordan, I want to be with you, Sarah. Well, I don't want to be with you, but I still care for you as a friend, but I need time for myself. Okay, then separate. That's what needs to happen. But they're teenagers. They don't fucking know any better. Jonathan. So we have the new Jonathan. I don't know the actor's name. And I tweeted this out halfway through the episode because they had significantly established, him within the opening of the episode, which I was still trying to figure out my, picture-in-picture with all that, because I was trying to figure out the actual spacing of this, because I'm doing the oval thing or whatever, as you guys know, and trying to get the correct one that's hiding the black bars, because full screen there's some black bars for the ratio of the actual picture itself. It's not full screen, so it just makes it more difficult. But I finally figured it out. But I was like, also trying to pay attention to that as well, the episode, as I'm trying to figure that out, and then seeing they really highlight Jonathan. Of course, throughout the episode, he had some big scenes, driving tests he passed, and the coach he screwed up, which is weird because that was the past Jonathan. Of course, he's playing the same character, the new actor, but still, it's like having the coach there and kind of tying in the new Jonathan with the old thing that happened in season 2 with the old Jonathan. And then, of course, we had the birthday scene, right? And they had a lot of getting us used to this is Jonathan now. And I think that was the whole point. They wanted to give enough screen time for this actor, because if they would have said maybe give him 2 scenes within the first episode, it would have been probably more jarring whenever he popped up. But since we got to see him a lot, it'll take some getting used to, in my personal opinion. I think that he's playing a little bit of a different version of Jonathan. It seems they're still, of course, keeping the storylines that were connected, of course, through the past seasons, but it feels that they're taking him maybe in a little bit of a slight different direction. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like that they're trying to maybe allow him to make it this his own, because literally he could literally just come in and just try to carbon copy what was already previously done with Jonathan in terms of the mannerisms and how he approaches playing the character. He's playing the character, of course, from the past, but he's also trying not to exactly emulate and just carbon copy and paste what has already been done. So I appreciate that, so we'll see. Got to see more of him though, but they gave him a lot of screen time, so that's good. But I did tweet halfway through the episode saying, we'll see. They gave him some pretty big stuff, but we'll see what happens, but they gave you a lot. So up next, so all that's out of the way. We have Lois thinking she might be pregnant because she's looking into, of course, the villain that, of course, we saw at the end of the episode, Chadwick Coleman playing, and finding out that she may be pregnant, and then the whole debate about, does she want to have another kid? Yes. Clark's not so sure, but now he's like, yes, but now they're finding out she's not pregnant. There's something going on. They want to, the doctor called saying, I want to run a more test to see what's going on with that. So we'll see about that. I just assumed based off the marketing that they were going to heavily dive into the pregnancy, but it turns out no, that it was a twist. Like, because obviously you don't want to give away, like, you're going to put the pregnancy in like the marketing, and then also in the marketing you put that, oh, it's not a pregnancy, something's going wrong with you. So they wanted to surprise us with like, oh, by the way, it's not pregnancy. Like we're teeing it up in the marketing, thinking you're going to get prepared. It's the same thing in terms of like certain marketing strategies they've done with previous seasons and previous trailers for episodes upcoming, is they throw stuff in that make people believe, okay, this is the direction they're going, but no, it's not the case at all. So Lois is not pregnant. Something's going on with that. Kyle got the divorce papers from Lana, which also Lana is dealing with the whole crisis and everything of like moving money and trying to figure out how to pay for the schooling, like clean or whatever, because literally there's black mold and shit all throughout. And then the old mayor showing up at the party for the boys and like, Jesus Christ, just an ass. But Lana signed the divorce papers and handed to Kyle right as he woke up with, is his name Chrissy? Is that the girl who works at the Smallville Gazette with Clark now working there, and Lois? I'm pretty sure that's her name, Chrissy. But anyways, I figured that they were going to sleep together when he went into the kitchen at the Kent farm, and then she's there as well. Kyle did. Worst timing ever. And I don't think it's a one-time thing. I think Kyle and Chrissy may end up dating or, going out some more. I don't know. It's awkward as fuck because literally he had what is considered a one-night stand right now, and he gets handed the divorce papers the next morning. You could tell there's some hesitation because she was holding on a little bit to the envelope in the folder when she handed it over to him. Awkward. I was expecting her to actually see her standing there, but she didn't see Chrissy. But she might think something. I don't know. So anything else? Okay, so the little Easter egg. So Clark was scrolling through in the new Fortress of Solitude, which is out in the middle of the fucking nowhere in the ocean. He's scrolling through like a simulator, and he pulls out Atomic Skull for Jordan to train with. Like, that was so cool. Like, Atomic Skull, what? Why can't we see that villain in the show? I mean, who knows? You never know, right? Okay, I'm trying to think. Am I missing anything that I have not covered so far? Because there's a lot of things. Oh, okay, I did forget. So, oh god, Grandpa, what's his fucking name? Lois's father. I forget his name. Sam, right? Sam. He screws up. He tries to talk to what is her name? See, I gotta get used to everything again because the show's been off for so long and I'm watching a lot of fucking shows. So apologies. But he screws up because he talks to John and mentions like, why don't you come work for the DOD and bring your daughter along? And then he takes her out to a movie, and then it's ultimately for recruiting for the academy or whatever, so that she doesn't have to stay at Smallville High. You can actually be challenged. And he screwed up royally. And John said, like, look, you were her grandfather on her Earth, and you came on to her only to try to throw out an academy thing, trying to recruit her. She wanted to get to know you, and he openly admitted, and this is true because this has always been true for the character. He's like, look, I've never been good at talking to people. Like, you are correct, because you've never been good at talking to, especially your daughters. You've not been good. Like, it's really hard for you to actually have a conversation and actually show your feelings. Like, he opens up sometimes, but that's just not who he is. It's just not who he is. Reminds me of my grandfather. Sometimes he doesn't open up at all. I tell him I love him on the phone, and he's like, I know he loves me, but that's just not who he is. It's just a thing with some people. But you know he cares for people. It's just getting the words to come out here and actually not be an ass is hard for him. So it seems like, things, and I just kind of figured, okay, things are looking too good. I even mentioned that things are looking too good right now. Something's going to happen. And I was correct. Shit was starting to go down, onomatopoeia, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I think that's pretty much everything that was important, significant, I think, in the episode. I think so. Yeah, I think so. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode, the return of the show. Are you guys excited? Are you excited for where we're going to be heading? Are you excited for Lex Luthor to show up? How do you feel about the new Jonathan? Whatever thoughts you have, guys, please let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about the return of Superman and Lois for Season 3. And I'm assuming, just based off of information that we know, that there's no Season 4. I just have a feeling CW is not going to renew the series. It costs too much to make. So in terms of what they want to cut down on budgets for shows. But anyways, what do you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.